Susan here. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I have the easiest recipe for you. It is literally you throw stuff together. It's chocolate chip banana bars. Once again, I have some bananas that have gone way overripe, and I've already done banana bread to death. Okay, I did a scratch and I did a banana bread mix with walnuts in it. Now I'm going to do something different with bananas. Okay, preheat the oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Wash your hands. Already did that, especially with this COVID thing going around. Always wash your hands before baking. Anyway, the recipe will be in the description box below. So just enjoy the video and know that the recipe is waiting there for you to copy and paste into your favorite Word program and print it out for yourself. This is a very versatile recipe. You can choose what kind of oil you want to use. You can choose how much sugar to put in. The very ripe bananas get sweeter as they ripen past. So if you're using very ripe bananas, you can cut the sugar back. I'll explain that as I go. Okay, so preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and either spray a cookie sheet pan with a non-stick oil or just grease it however you choose. I just used some of the sunflower oil. But it has to have the sides on it. These are bars, so it can't be one of those flat cookie sheets. It's got to have the lip on the sides. This one I believe is 1 inch deep. But you prep that pan for making your bars. Now, let's get started on this. You take 5 very ripe bananas, or ripe bananas, as I said. The more ripe they are, the sweeter they get, so that will affect your sugar content. You take them and you squish them into a mug like this, or a cup. And they liquefy pretty easy when they're that ripe. And you put them in your bowl. And there we go. Alright, there, they're in the bowl, and pretty liquidy for sure. Now into that we're going to add, here's the sugar part, okay? Because these are very ripe bananas and are sweetened already, really, I'm going to use half of a cup of brown sugar. If you're using bananas that are just starting to go brown or black, you can up that sugar to 3/4 of a cup because they won't be as sweet as these bananas are. Okay, so you add your, I'm using half a cup. Again, it'll be in the recipe below, the different quantities and what they mean. So we add that brown sugar in. This is very quick and easy to make. Very quick. Okay. Now, to this mixture, we've got bananas and brown sugar. Now we need 1/4 cup of oil. And again, I'm using sunflower, but you can choose the oil that you'd like. What have you. Whatever your standard, whatever's in the cupboard for you. That's 1/4 cup of sunflower oil. That's going to help keep the moisture in the bars, for sure. Now you take 1/4 cup as well of milk. We add that in. I'm using 2%. Again, use what you wish. If you generally drink skim milk or 1% or whatever, then use that milk. It's still the same quantity in fluid. Okay. Once the milk's in, we add 2 eggs. Okay? These are going to help firm up the bars, and along with the other ingredients are going to make it like a cakey kind of texture. Okay. 2 eggs going in. So far pretty simple, right? Just follow the directions and you're good to go. Alright. Just stir that in until it's well mixed. Again, not needing a machine today. This is fairly straightforward and simple, and the quantity is not big enough for my stand mixer. Okay, the next thing we add are the dry ingredients, and that is 1 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 3/4. There we go. Get these out of the way. Now, 1 3/4 a cup of flour. This is going to take a minute to mix in because it's going to want to sit on top of that. All that liquid. I'm going to have to mix it in until it is well incorporated. Okay. Now while it's still kind of loose there, we're going to add the other ingredients in. We have 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, ground cinnamon, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, table salt. Okay, so that all goes in to season it and spice it up a little. The salt and the cinnamon actually give it a bit of a zing to the flavor, so it may seem counterintuitive to add cinnamon to this, but trust me, you're going to want to. Okay. There we go. I'm using a spatula just I can get everything around the edges, and I like using clear glass bowls when I can, because you can see on the sides whether you've got it all incorporated in there or not. Okay, there we go. That is as easy as it gets, guys. Now the only ingredient left is 1 cup of chocolate chips divided. Okay, you're going to take 1/2 cup and incorporate it into the batter, and then 1/2 cup of chocolate chips are going to get sprinkled on once it's on the tray before you bake it. Okay. Thanks to my husband's acid reflux, I am choosing to make a couple of chocolate chip choices here. We have white chocolate, which doesn't bother him at all, and this is milk chocolate. Okay, so that doesn't bother him very much at all either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the milk chocolate chip into the batter, and I'm going to sprinkle the white chocolate chip on top of it once I put it on the tray. And there we go. These will also add sweetness to your bars. There we go. And that's as quick as it gets, guys. Okay, now we bring out our prepared pan, like so, and we just pour this onto the pan because it's greased already and there is oil in it, so it will come off quite nicely. This takes little time at all to whip up. Get it on the pan, and then we're going to spread it to the edges and make it uniform in thickness and size here. Okay. This is why you need the sides on the pan. Make sure you get it into the corners. And these bars, by the way, freeze as well. So if you want to make these ahead and just freeze them, and then you can just take them out and thaw them, and they're good. Might want to warm them up in the oven just slightly as well. Give them that fresh zip, or you can enjoy them fresh out of the oven. Okay, there we go. And there. Just make sure we got this pretty even with no thin spots. And there we are. Okay. There we go. Now, we take the other half cup. Again, I'm using white chocolate for the sprinkling. You can choose 1 or 2 chocolate kinds, or you can choose all of the same and just split them up. Half cup, half cup. Half in, half sprinkled on. Okay, and just try and get that as evenly as you want. Or somebody's going to be lacking some chocolate chips. Okay, there we go. Now, this goes into our 350 degree Fahrenheit oven. And the cook time is about 22 minutes. As I said before, all ovens cook differently. Please keep an eye on your oven and keep checking on it close to the time so that you don't over bake something. These are guidelines only. So about 22 minutes at 350 or your timing. And you check it, put a wooden toothpick inserted in the center, it comes out clean, it's done. Then you can cool it completely and cut it into squares. This will yield about 25 squares, guys. Standard cookie sheet size. So I'm going to pop this in the oven, and we'll be right back when it's out. Stay tuned, instant for you. Okay guys, and we're back. It is out of the oven now, and it took my oven 20 minutes, okay? I tested it with a wooden toothpick in the center, and it came out clean. It's done, okay? Now, I have gone ahead and sliced it up into bars, and I've got, in this sheet size, I think I ended up with 21 bars, and the ones on the end here are smaller, so it depends on how much you want. But we will start with top corner here, and here we go. I'll show you up close on the camera. There we go. It's like a cake. Okay, it's soft. It smells delicious. And the milk chocolate chips are in it, and the white chocolate chips are on top of it. So, anyway, serve one up to the hubby, and he's going to let us know what he thinks of it. There you go.
I like it. It's like banana bread with chocolate chips. Pretty good.
Is it soft? Is it moist?
Oh, it's moist. It's good.
Nice snacking cake, eh?
Yep.
Good for a dessert or an afternoon snack.
Yeah, yeah. Don't even need to throw butter on it.
And there you have it, folks. That is the approval. And you saw how quick and easy it was to make. Whip this up in no time flat. You can do another couple of things. You can replace half or all of the oil with applesauce or coconut oil, or a combo. Half coconut oil and half applesauce instead of the oil quantity. You can swap out regular flour with almond flour. If you do that, just add a rounded teaspoon of baking soda instead to go with the almond flour. You can add in 2 to 3 teaspoons of ground flax. Now, no one will notice the difference in taste, and you're adding a lot of fiber. So, there you have it. Hope you'll give it a shot. And again, the recipe is in the description box below the video. And enjoy. I'm about to go have a cup of coffee and my own piece. See you later. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.